Hey guys, it's me, Trent. Before the podcast episode starts, I wanted to put a disclaimer because I do bring up the topic of Chappell Roan because I'll read it for you right now. I want to make it clear that I'm not blaming her for situations with paparazzis, and I don't want to plant a narrative of, well, if you didn't want that to happen to you, then why did you put yourself in a situation where it could? What I talk about in this podcast episode is not about her and paparazzi or overbearing fans at all. I was talking about her in interviews, in events, and things like that. I talk negatively of her, but since recording this podcast, I've seen more clips of her from those same interviews, and she seems very upbeat and grateful for her fame. So I just wanted to say, I think that I was only seeing the negative. I thought about taking the conversation out because it was just kind of a nothing burger, but I want to keep it in because I do think it's interesting. To summarize, Chappell Roan can do whatever she wants with her fame. She can hate her fans. She can come out tomorrow and be like, hey, I hate all of you. I don't care. I'm still gonna stream the subway.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 9th. That's almost 10 episodes. We're almost in the double digits
Crazy.
of the Signal Corrupted podcast. And we have a huge, mega announcement. The big elephant in the room.
Yes.
We, as a collective, got our first hate comment right here. Shout out to, hold on, I forgot his name. Alxper with the 2012 Doge profile picture for being our first hate comment. Like, you might think I'm joking, but genuinely, like, I'm saying this with true genuineness from my heart. This makes me so happy. Like, I am so ecstatic that we have a hater. And
True fans know that we've been asking for this since day one.
and the thing is, he said stay triggered or something, and I'm not mad. I'm actually overjoyed.
My dopamine is triggered.
Like, my dopamine. Yeah,
my endorphins are triggered.
If you're talking about triggering my pleasure, you have triggered my pleasure.
You're tickling my fancy.
Me when I work at Chick-fil-A, my pleasure.
Yeah, my pleasure.
My
literally.
pleasure. And I'd be like, your pleasure. Oh,
yeah.
I used to go to Chick-fil-A on a Wednesday every week because that was my choice. That was my place of choice when I would eat at lunch. And I would go on a Wednesday, and the guy that worked in the freaking window, he was a hottie, and I was so happy to see him.
Oh, that's exciting.
And then
that's
every time he said, "Oh, my pleasure," I'd be like, "No, my pleasure."
No, it's my pleasure.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, how was your week?
Oh, if you can't tell, like, oh, guys, do you like my new headband? Like my new headband? Isn't it?
It's so cute. Wow.
Isn't it so...
Where'd you get it?
Okay. Oh, I Disneyland. Do you know what Disneyland is?
Disneyland?
Disneyland.
Disneyland or Disney Sea?
No, Disneyland.
Ah, Disneyland. The one in here in Japan?
Yeah, in Tokyo. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I went to Disneyland last week, and there is some truth to the thing of it being, there is some truth to the saying that it is the happiest place on earth, because I was overjoyed. I was having the time of my life. That Beauty and the Beast ride was magical, mystical, magical. But I would say if you are coming to Tokyo and you have like a day to spend, buy some tickets. Sometimes they sell like same day tickets if you go up there. I think a lot of Japanese people do that, where they just buy the ticket at the gate. I went on a day that was like kind of rainy, so the crowd was a little bit thinned out, and then I keep getting line coupons. There wasn't too many people. It wasn't too hot. It was like the perfect temperature. It was cool. It was like, it was just the perfect day ever.
Wow, I'm so glad you had such a good experience there.
And I got to go to Toontown. I think it's the only park left with the Toontown in it.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, because
that's crazy.
I think they took it out of the other ones. I think they still have like Minnie's house and whatnot, but it's not called Toontown anymore.
Yeah.
The whole like game is gone.
Yeah.
But they have a Toontown here, and I got to go to it, and I was having a blast. They had the freaking gag shop, and I went into
the gag shop.
Yeah, have you played the game before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you would like go and get gags, and you would pull pranks on like the evil businessman, which is actually
really
a crazy
funny
thing to come from Disney.
Yeah.
But
that sounds really fun.
I loved it.
What was your favorite thing to eat there?
Probably just the ice cream. There's not a whole lot of food there. It's snacks.
It was just like a vanilla ice cream, or
yeah, it was like I have like a picture. I'll put it up there. It's a Mickey Mouse sandwich, like a ice cream sandwich. It was really good.
I'm eating it from the photo.
Although my friend didn't like it, so I ate the rest of hers. So And speaking of my last week, tomorrow it will be out by the time you're watching this, but I have a new
Yeah.
YouTube video coming
Yeah,
out.
which is really
I'm so
exciting.
excited because I haven't posted on YouTube in like a year.
Yeah,
And I literally
wow.
told myself, "Oh, you're moving to like one of the most like probably vloggable cities in the world.
Yeah.
We'll start posting when we move."
So we
And
have
then
like a spring break vlog
yeah,
coming.
and
Well,
then
it will already be out.
I didn't I didn't start posting on YouTube. I was like, when I move, it's gonna be my big break. I'm gonna start doing TikTok and YouTube, and then I didn't do it.
You haven't done
Um,
it yet,
I haven't done it yet, but we're working on
but
it.
we're
I do have
starting.
some TikToks. I like try this past week. I tried to record for TikTok, but I realized it's so hard to. Again, I'm gonna say this is probably like I haven't done it professionally, but this is like the easiest thing I've ever done. Social media is not hard, but at least doing it as a hobby is not hard. But I tried recording for 2 platforms at the same time, that was difficult.
Yeah.
That's an art form that maybe I'm just not ready for.
I think
So I'm gonna
I
try and make a TikTok out of the things that I filmed, but
Yeah, I wanna expand on that because I did a similar thing too. I was trying to record kinda like a long form video as well as doing a TikTok because I'm trying to start posting more on TikTok as well. And I recently, like, have been ordering a lot of packages because I just moved and everything. And so I used to do old, like in the past, I used to do, like, unpacking videos a lot. Like, it would, like yeah, I would get packages and I would open them, but it usually wasn't or sometimes I would open them in, like, a fashion where, like, I just opened it and was like, "This is what I got, thank you so much," or something like that, but, most of the time, I try to do stuff that had, like it showed off the items that I got in, like, an aesthetic way or something like that, or, like, made it so I tried to make one of those, and I did, but what I was gonna do was, like, make a video alongside that was, like, the process of making it as well as, like, explaining to that camera, like, what I got and why, and I was just, like, so overwhelmed that I, like, was like I just couldn't do it, and I think part of it is because I'm still feeling a bit rusty when it comes to filming TikToks, and so I think once I get back in the groove of doing that, then I can plus another factor into the process of recording, but since I'm still feeling rusty and kinda uncertain about the formatting of how I wanna do the TikToks, but right now, I think that's why it was difficult to try to do both at the same time.
my thing was, like, forgetting that, like, I needed to do both or, like, forgetting that, like, I was even recording TikToks because I got, like, so caught up in the moment of being at Disneyland, that I was just like, "Oh, I need to record something. Oh, I need to record something." Like, I was on the rides and I was like, "Oh, I need to record, like, for TikTok," like, I or something, like,
Yeah.
there will probably be a Disneyland. I have enough footage of Disneyland to make, like, a Disneyland TikTok, but maybe not I had a few planned that I wanted to make. I wanna make, like, a shopping one. I wanna make, like, a yeah. I was trying to milk the week of content, but,
Yeah.
I think you can tell in the YouTube video that I started forgetting to film for the YouTube, so towards the end, it is, like, just, like, B-roll and with, like, music behind it, but, I'm trying to be a little gracious with myself because
Yeah.
I haven't posted for a while, so I'm like, I wanna get into the grooves of things, and I am not famous yet, so I don't it doesn't have to be perfect, like, I'm not posting to a huge audience, basically. So, I think that was a good advice that I heard a YouTuber say one time, it's like, if when you start out, you're not posting to a big audience, so if you delete a video, no one's gonna be like, "Hey, where'd that video go?"
Yeah.
Maybe, like, your friend, because I do have my friends sometimes ask me, like, can you send me the link to this video?" Because I have them
That's
unlisted.
sweet. Yeah, I agree. You
Yeah.
gotta I was thinking about this too, like, I was getting just frustrated with life sometimes, and I'm like, I don't wanna go through that hard part or that awkward part where you're not good at the thing. Like, I wanna get to the point where I'm like, I'm already good at the thing, and it's like an easy flow for me. But I know that realistically, I have to go through the hard part, before it becomes like second nature or like that I get comfortable or more confident in myself. And it's just like one of those things I'm trying to accept. Like, I'm gonna have to create some ugly things I don't like that much in the beginning, and that's always gonna be like a stepping stone to getting better. Go ahead.
So the thing that I notice about YouTubers is, like, when they start out, I don't think that they're bad, but then, like, the more I watch them, like I'll watch them as they like kind of get like better at YouTube, and then I'll go back and watch one of their old videos and be like, "Oh wow, you were bad at this," and I thought you were
Mhm.
really good. So like, I kind
Right.
of am trying to have that process where I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe like as I get better at it, well, maybe those people don't think that's that bad. Maybe I'm just being like harsh on myself.
Right, exactly.
Um, but I'm gonna try and get better at it. I really there's a few YouTubers, especially YouTubers that film in Japan that I have like I'm trying to like kind of replicate their style a little bit or like taking inspiration from because I want to start doing it more often.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I'm glad you had such a good week and that you got to see your friend and you got to get this YouTube video recorded, and I'm excited to see it when it comes out. I hope everybody checks it out and leaves a comment or at least leave a like on it saying that you came from the podcast. I'm sure that's really exciting.
absolute cinema.
Yeah. I got to see Wicked too over the week.
Was it what was your thought process?
What was my thought process? I feel like everything happened too quickly. But I liked it. I liked it, but I wish there was more room for certain things, like certain topics and moments to breathe, but it felt like it happened so, like, quickly, and it's crazy because I've seen the Broadway original Broadway performance, and obviously that's, like, way shorter than the 2 movies combined. And so it happened at an even faster rate, but I feel like it's just the nature of the show, and since it all happens at once, if you accept it. But seeing the movie, I don't know, I enjoyed it, but it's just so crazy because, like, I mean, like, the first movie, they were first year, like, university students, and then the second movie, it's like they've already graduated and it's their first kind of year being, like, a part of society.
Did she I thought Elphaba just didn't finish school.
I guess, like, they didn't really finish, I
'Cause I
guess,
thought,
like,
like
they didn't
well,
get
I think Glinda finished, but, like, I think Elphaba was just like, "I gotta go off," so I don't think she ever finished school.
I I'm not certain because I don't really know what the exact time jump between the 2
I'm sure it's,
is
like, probably several years because she's, like 'cause Glinda becomes, like,
as a position
she has a
within.
position, like, within, like, the government of the,
Yeah. But,
um
like, it's kind of like she was already going to be have that position as soon as the
that's her,
defying gravity moment happened.
that's her, what do they call it? When you go and work for something and then, like you go and work for
Internship?
yeah, that's her internship.
Yeah, low key, low key. But no, it's
Um,
kind of like she already knew too much, so they kind of I think in my mind, the way I see it, like she kind of knew too much, and she knew that Madame Marble and the wizard both kind of knew that she was easily manipulated, Wicked Witch, easily manipulated, manipulated, manipu- easily manipulated by them, and so they just kind of included her as her mascot. And then the thing is, like, it's kind of crazy, weird too, because like Fiero becomes like the chief of the guards, Emerald Guards, and stuff like that. And it's like the jump between the first movie and the second movie, it's like it's not clear how much time has passed, but enough time has passed that these things have been established now.
have you seen that video of him drinking milk? The actor?
No, no.
Oh, it's so gross. Like, it's actually the grossest thing I've ever seen.
Interesting.
So when you're drinking blood, how does that work? Do you put sugar in it? Just wondering.
um but yeah, I got
How
to watch Wicked. I got to
what else did you do?
Yeah, I got to what else went, like, shopping for appliances, like, it was just, like, I got to take a break from everything a little bit, and that kinda made me spiral even more low key, but I'm getting back into the flow of things, and everything like that. I just had a nice weekend with my mom. Wait, I feel like and I rewatched Death Note.
I'm reading Death Note right now.
Really? I really wanna
Yeah.
read it as well, but I rewatched it and, like,
That's what I
um
was reading when I was waiting on you.
oh, that's nice, yeah. So, I, like, became obsessed, and it was my first I had it's the first time I've watched it in a really, really long time because I watched it when I was young, and it was also my first time watching it with the English dubbed voices, um, and it was so interesting and enthralling, and it made me, like, think about things because, like, it made me think about how I thought this was, like, revolutionary, like crazy things when I was young. Watching it now, I'm like, this is just like a silly battle between two high
I
schoolers.
think
Like they're just like,
writing wise, it's pretty cool.
yeah, like the story is cool and I like the way it's, but it's like when you like, it's like when you try to zoom out and you like imagine if this were happening in real life. Like, I mean, of course, people dying would be scary, but like the concept is pretty
Make
much
fun having the
just.
woke Olympics. People dying is really bad, guys.
But like the concept is literally just two people who have two younger people who have a lot of power who just don't want to be the loser. Like that's literally the concept. And then I also don't really like the third season of the show very much. Like after Al dies.
I haven't gotten that far in the book. I know that he dies. That's okay. But like, I haven't gone that far because I've read it once before, and I'm further than when I had read it previously.
Okay.
I'm on the third volume, I think, right now. Third or
Okay.
fourth.
Wait, I really want to read it too. Wait, are you reading it online?
I'm reading it on my e-reader that you made fun of. So
I didn't make fun of it. I just said was it necessary? All I said when you could read book on phone.
But that hurts your eyes.
Okay.
Like I don't want to read the book on the phone or it's gonna hurt my eyes.
Okay. That's fine.
Like the e-reader has a feature on it that makes sense for buying. The MP we're not gonna go back to the MP3 player.
Yeah.
But,
no, I'm saying you're allowed to have it. Stay triggered.
Stay triggered. Thank you. We love you so much. We hope you come back.
Yeah.
We would love for you to be on the podcast, actually.
So you texted me saying I would be Light Yagami and you would be L.
No. Yes.
That's what you
Yes,
said.
yes.
But I thought about it. I'm like, in a certain context, I would agree. But
I said-
overall, I don't think so. I think I'm L and I think you're Light Yagami.
No. I forgot to screenshot it because there's a panel in the manga that I had just read this morning that I was like, oh my god, wait. I sent the message wrong at first. I said that you're L and then I'm Light, and I said, wait, other way around. But there's like a thing where it said, because it was talking about Light, and they both go up to like do the speech, and one of them, and like the crowd is talking about them, and then this girl's like, one of them is so put together talking about Light, and then the other one is like disheveled, but he looks smart, and I was like, that's me, and then like you're the one that looks put together, and I'm like,
See, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, my thought was, if it just came down to our perceiving our demeanors, only that surface level, I think that you're right. Like, I think that, like, I definitely mask a lot when I'm in school. So I feel like I'm like walk up to people, I'm like, oh hey guys, and I'm like, oh, like trying to be cheerful, and I don't know if I'm charismatic. I don't think I'm charismatic, but I try to be
what the
friendly.
mask is.
That's what the point of the mask. You get it. That's me. I am the mask.
My name's DeMarcus. I don't know where that one came
And
from.
I feel like Trent, like the way he is in school, he's just very much like you're just very much you, and you walk up to random people and ask random questions and talk to them. But it's like it's the way.
So when you're drinking blood, how does that
Yeah.
work?
So like I feel like I get that. Like I feel like you're very quirky and unafraid to show that, and I feel like that's how Light is. Like Light is very L is very quirky, and he's just like, well, I'm not gonna mask for anybody else. I'm just gonna be the way I am. But like Light is like, I don't want people to see my true self. Like I don't give a fuck about any of you guys, but I'm gonna. But when I go down to like the morals, I think we're very reversed because literally when I was watching Death Note, I was like, it's so interesting because never in my life until like this year have I met more people that are like, we should just kill people, and like you're one of those people. You're like, we should just kill people, and I'm always like, I don't think we should kill people, and doesn't that make you Light? And
that's what I was saying earlier.
That's what, yeah.
But if I had a Death Note, I wouldn't kill people, y'all. It's metaphorical. Like I think that they should be okay. From here on out, if I ever say I'm gonna kill or not, I'm gonna that we should, as a society, kill someone, I mean they should be banished on an island. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be in society. Mr. Beast shouldn't be on the front page of YouTube.
Wait, that just made me have like a whole thing. I was like, would it if like we know there's very awful people, like even in positions of power. If you are handed down a magical book that could kill people, would it be your moral obligation to kill the people that are killing people?
But that's the moral dilemma
Yeah.
in Death Note. That's why,
Well,
like,
no. I don't think that's necessarily true because a lot of
well, that's like
times,
the question that it poses to the
right,
reader.
right.
If you had this power, what would you do with it?
No, it's not for me. It's less what would you do with it, like because what Light was doing was killing people who are already being convicted, or at least like captured. What is it? Detained, right? But it's like if the because like that's the thing too is like I never understood that because he's like I'm doing something where the legal system fails, but he's only killing the people. Well, he's mainly killing the people who are already being like a suspect. But like I think that if you're trying to target people who are the legal system is not capturing correctly, it would be people who aren't shown as suspects or like have been to court but then acquitted even though they shouldn't have. And you killed
Does
those
he
people.
say that? I think he was just like, I'm ridding them of the. I don't think he's like, oh, I'm doing a service for the world. I think he's just like, I
He
need to get rid of them, basically. Like, I
he's
don't think
saying he
it's
has to get rid
necessarily.
of anybody who's done wrong in the
Yeah, so I
yeah,
guess it doesn't necessarily be like I'm doing this in the failure of
the
the
law.
law. I think he's just
I
like they
I
need to be
think
dead.
that he does mention it, but I don't know if that's his core value.
Uh,
But then like yeah, then the reason why for me like as soon as he killed like the FBI agents and stuff, like as soon as he started killing people for his own personal gain or to not get caught, like his entire moral thing goes out the window anyways.
but yeah, that's like the point of
Yeah.
it.
So, anyways, like that's such a it's like an interesting moral question to have, but I think that that makes you more light and oh.
Right, right, right.
But I wouldn't consider myself like the world's best detective. Like I don't really see myself as very smart
I'm not s-
or anything.
I'm not smart
I would
enough for like.
yeah.
Well, actually, low key, like it was kind of easy to get away with it.
Also,
Like low key, like what like the thought maybe that he just like the writers makes it like easy to understand. But I'm like, this seems like easy cake sauce. Like I could do this.
I think that I read somewhere, I don't know if it's accurate, but I think the original author wanted the series to be much shorter than it was, but the
Probably.
editor and other people were like, "It's really, really successful, so we should continue." But
Yeah,
I
because
think
like
Light was supposed to be captured really
once
early.
they start bringing in the heirs, I'm like, okay, let's pack it up, y'all.
The what?
The heirs to them.
Oh
Like there's like
yeah,
the heir to light and there's
yeah,
the heir to
near
the L, and I'm just like, pack it up, y'all. I think I'll stop
heir
reading
to
when I get
who's
there.
the heir to Light?
That one that has the.
Oh, the guy with the glasses,
Oh, I
right?
think there's multiple heirs.
Okay. Oh, I haven't read the book, so I'm just
I
going
don't
off of
know. I
anime
really
knowledge.
don't. I don't know.
Cause Light, like he's mainly been himself, and honestly, the reason why he lost in the anime is because he trusted somebody else to.
He also gets way too crazy, way too fast in the anime. Like he gets
Mm,
the book and immediately is like, "Wah."
yeah, that's
But in the book,
true.
he's like, I'm gonna use this for good. And then it takes him a little bit to start being like, oh, I gotta start killing people that I
Yeah,
don't necessarily like want to kill, like basically.
yeah, that's true. That is something that like people online say like Light's first victim was him, or Kira's first victim was Light, or something like that. I think it's really interesting too because there's like the whole part of the story where like he loses memory of the book.
I don't
You
remember
don't know
that.
that part yet.
I don't really care about it like being spoiled for me,
Okay.
but
Well, yeah, because so it's like there's a clear difference between who, not a clear difference, there is some difference between who Light is when he, after he possesses the power of the book versus like if he had never possessed the power of the book. And a lot of people try to say that they're two different people, but I don't necessarily think that's true either. But yeah, I had one more thing. I had like one more reason why I thought, oh, I'm a really strict rule follower. And if someone presents rules to me that need to be followed, for the most part, I think I'm the type of person that I just kind of go along with that rule. And when I see other people not following that rule, I get frustrated and want to correct that. And I feel like that's more of like an L thing because he's not really looking he's looking for who's Kira, not necessarily because it's the right thing to do, but because he's like, well, this guy's breaking the law, so I need to find people who are breaking the law because it's interesting for me to find people that are not doing the things that we've set out as a society is the right thing to do. And then Light is like, no, I make my own rules. And I feel like you're very much like a no, I make my own rules. Like if it doesn't make sense to me, I'm not gonna follow that type of person.
Right. That is that is correct. Um, I had like a topic.
Yep, go ahead.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, Trenton.
Um, what I have been thinking about it, and y'all, before you get on me about this, it's hypothetical. It's hypothetical. It could be about anyone. It could be about anyone. But she's an interesting case right now. Okay, I think it's interesting to talk about. But Chappell Roan.
Okay.
Have you heard about like her recent controversy? Well, like controversy that she was in.
The recent thing I've seen is like there's paparazzi following her and she like recorded that.
Yeah, that
That was like
but there was,
2
like,
weeks
something
ago
that
or
happened,
something.
like, I think the same night or, like, a few nights after that at, like, a dinner
Okay.
where, like, some celebrities, like, daughter, like, walked past the table or something, and I don't Chaperone claims to not, like, even notice the girl or something, which I'll believe her, like, I don't blame her in the situation. Oh my god, don't put words in my mouth. It's just an example of, like, the recent I'm using the recent controversy. But, she some security came up to her, not sh Calderon says it's not her security, came up to the little girl and told her not to, like, mess with people or basically not to, like, harass people, and so the which this is where I think that, like, the parents of their child went wrong. They went to their social media and was like, Chaperone's bodyguards, they came and told my daughter off for smiling at Chaperone, which when I heard that, I thought there's maybe some truth in that, but I don't think it's true.
Right,
Um,
right.
but her like attitude on like fame and like being um kind of standoffish with like within interviews and like going on like stage and being like, "Well, this is the event. I'm doing an event." It just reads to me like, "Bro, I can try to be your fan, but it doesn't seem like you want it. Like it doesn't seem like you want me to be your fan or you don't enjoy what's going on. Like I don't want to watch someone who's like miserable. Like it doesn't seem fun. Like I
Mhm.
like her music. Like it's fun. I like the sub I listened to the subway this morning. I thought it was really good. I think that song is good.
Yeah.
Um but her like I don't know what it is. I'm just like I don't know what's going on here, and I don't really care to. This is just me talking about it. But I don't really care all that much, but I just want to talk about it. Um she could I don't know, she could say that she hates her fans. I don't care. Like
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, I don't care. I like her. I like her music. I I think that like the only thing she's ever said where I'm was like, not the best take, and I don't really like that you said that. Was something about like how she had been kind of a making political statements, and then she kind of stopped, and then people were asking her to, and then she had said something like you can't expect me to be always be political or something like that. There was
I think that's
something.
true though.
I know, I agree, that's what I'm saying, that's why I was like I was a little bit I wasn't like, "I can't believe she said that." I just said, I don't think she need to say it. I think it's true, but I think that but it's like, that's another thing, I think that's the thing with Chaperone is, like, she says things that people don't say out loud. Like, she says the quiet parts out loud, and people don't like that she says those things. Like, she says things like, "Oh, I wanna be a famous singer, but that doesn't mean I wanna be famous and have stalkers or have, like, fans following me, asking me for these things. Like, I don't want that, but I wanna be a successful and very, like, famous singer kinda thing," right? Like, that's her I think that's kind of like what you're saying.
Yeah.
Um,
I
like
agree with her on like the paparazzi and stuff like that. Is
yeah,
fine. Like it's okay to not want stalkers. But why are
uh
you agreeing to go these events and these things if you don't seem like you're gonna have fun there. Like going like I don't know if it was like a joke or not. Like maybe she was like doing a bit where she went up on like the Grammys and she was like and I was just like, girl, you just seem miserable. Like, why are you going to this event if you don't want to go to it?
I think that's a fair point.
I don't know. That's my only thing that I have like against her is like just lighten up, girl. Let's lighten up a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really feel like I've I've ever been upset or mad at anything done
No,
or people any of the scandals people try to put her in. I'm like, what I
most
see
of
is
it
just a
is like
person just existing and being like a real person. And that's kind of unusual because, people are media trained or like we're told to like put out like a front pretty much, especially when you're famous, you kind of feel like you have to be on. And I feel like she just doesn't force herself to do that.
mm, I don't know.
And I like that. I like
I
that
think it's
about
just an
her.
interesting topic to think about.
I think that like her also not like really doing things that she doesn't really want to, I think helps kind of us understand because I feel like it wasn't until I was older that I understood that people do like these interviews and stuff like that because it's just a method of promotion and marketing. And it's usually like the team sets it up. It's not like, oh my gosh, like I really want to do interviews. Can we set up some interviews? Like that's not always the case. It's just like, oh, you have a new song coming up, and this is the formula that you follow. You do interviews, you have a new album coming out or whatever, you go to festivals, something like that, where it's like these are just the set standards that are kind of there. And this is what's expected for you to do. And if that's what keeps her relevant and keeps her income coming in, like, yeah, she shouldn't go if she doesn't want to be there. But if we think about it as a job, like sometimes you have to go to events that you don't really like because it just makes sense to do for your job. And I don't blame her for that either. Like, I never really watched the Grammys. The more that I learn about the Grammys, I'm kind of confused by what's even the point of the Grammys. But if it's like the most like as a societal thing, like it's the most prestigious award ceremony for music and your career is focused around music, maybe it's important for you to be there to meet people and show face. And like even if you're saying I don't know, like I don't like being here or something like that, like it doesn't mean you're not gaining from being there.
Yeah, it's just if she doesn't want the fame, like if like I get that she like maybe she just wants to make money from it, like she just wants to put out music and make money. But to that you could also be like, well, I could just make I could just not do these events or these interviews and make the money that I make from my fans that are like just listening to the music. Like I don't know, you just don't have to do the interviews. Like you don't have to do this. You don't have to be signed. Like we live in a world now where we can self-publish and whatnot and like do things like that. So like what I part of me is just like why don't you just do that if you don't like doing the other things? Like I think that's okay. I don't think you need to be going to events and stuff. Because like I think of like Ethel Kane, like I mean she does like fashion events, but I never see her like at a music awards. I never see her at like venues or things or anything. Like she just does like she posts her music, she's successful, and then like she goes away. Like I think that's fine. And like people like I guess Lord goes to events, but like Lord like disappears for 4 years and then like comes back with an album and then she's like, "Hey, this is my album," and then she disappears again. So I think like doing stuff like that, I'm like, why don't you just like not? Like if you don't like being in the interviews, why don't you just not do that?
Maybe she's just trying to ride the wave of her popularity right
I
now.
don't know. It like I think of it as like a what would I do in that situation? Not like, oh, I'm judging her for what she's doing. Like she can do whatever she wants. I'm like, but if I was in the situation, I would just be like, I don't want to. Um,
That's an interesting thing too, because like I would feel like I would do the same. Like if I didn't want to go to the event, I wouldn't go. But I also feel like if I was in that situation, I'd be like, well, what if is like the best time for me to go? Maybe I should just go, even if I don't really want to. And then
yeah.
it's like this thing where it's like we're hypothesizing about a thing we've never experienced, so we don't even know what we would realistically do, which is interesting to think about.
Um, I have a question.
What's your question?
Why are cars so complicated?
That's a really good question.
W- you're telling me cars have been chugga lugga for like what the night since the 1920s? We haven't figured out how to make that simpler.
Yeah.
We haven't figured out how to make a smaller like why are cars so complicated? Why is there so many moving parts? Why is there so much stuff in the car? Why can't it just be like a box that like rolls the wheels around? Like I
Low-key, that's what
guess
like
like
electric cars are,
yeah,
no?
but like I guess. So like why don't people I don't know, I guess cuz once you get into the technology, people are like, well, this is like Tesla, like say Tesla. Well, this is my car, so I'm gonna put a thing in it that only I can work on it. Yeah, I guess that's like the reason. Because with a regular car, you have access to the parts. Like you can like rip parts out and put it in there. But with like an electric car, you might have to like do something technologic like on the computer that like there's a block. Then you can't like fix it because you're not a Tesla employee. So I guess that's why people hate it. I have like people in my family who are like mechanics. So I always hear like well, I hate working on electric
Mm.
cars.
Also,
Um
just like right now, the way that it is, like electric cars batteries die pretty quickly. Like you have to get them replaced every 2 years or so. Um, and so that's just like a cost on the consumer, and then also like environmentally, like as far as like I understand, like overall, it seems like we haven't really gotten to a point where electric has become, like, significantly better than diesel or, like, gas cars because of, like, the electric waste that it produces, and then, there's the whole, like, charging the car of it all that's difficult for people, like, it's not like you just fill it up in a minute or 2, it's like it has to be charged for a couple hours, and if you don't have a station in your own home, then you have to go somewhere else to have it charged and all that, which is why it's not as popular. Like it's not as commonly used still. And then yeah, I also didn't know that like Tesla, like when they first released the Tesla, I think that certain features like the automatic parking and stuff like that was like a free feature, but now it's like a
oh yeah,
subscription,
yeah, yeah.
which is like
That's
crazy.
crazy to me. Imagine buying like a big, big, huge purchase car that is a like advertised as a self-driving car, only to get it and be like, okay, now pay me $30 to get the
It's like
self-driving.
$100.
Yeah, it's like expensive. Unless you get like there are, like when the Tesla trucks came out, there was like the Founder series, and if you bought it like early, then you got self-driving for free. But that's crazy to me. Like you have
For
to
life.
I think it's for life. I don't know if it's like, well, until we're done beta testing it or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Or like if you
also,
give it to somebody else, they don't have it.
I almost got hit by a Tesla today, and
Really?
I actually thought about going psycho and like bashing their window in. Like, I was literally like, I hate Teslas so much. I hate seeing them. They're ugly. There's a part of me that is like, oh, there's something cool about a Cybertruck, but then I'm also like, that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in the world. I'm going to purposely hit you. Um, And the thing is my small car that I used to drive is not gonna survive that. Um, but according to, like, people who own a Cybertruck, the Cybertruck might not survive either. Um, I've seen, like, videos of the Cybertrucks, like, just falling apart. Like, literally people will be driving and then, like, the roof will fall off. Like, it will just, like, fall down from the
That's
ceiling.
crazy.
And it's like,
I actually like the design of the site, like the way it looks. I mean, I
I
don't
think
like
it's
Tesla because of the company.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's, like, fun. I'm like, "Ooh, an interesting looking car." I'm like, "That's fun that we're doing cool things with cars." But then I'm like, driving that every day looks ugly. I would hate to drive that. And I don't know if you like, but if you it's like a refrigerator. You ever touch a refrigerator and it's like your immediately all your fingerprints are on it? Like have you
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
steel looking or like
The
a
stainless
silver? Yeah.
steel stuff.
That's
Yeah.
how like the Cybertrucks are. So
Yeah.
as soon as you touch them, your fingerprints are literally
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Um uh
The only Cybertruck I was like, I guess I stood next to one in like a parking lot. But other than that, the only one I got like really close to was like one that had been wrapped,
there
like
was
custom
one
wrapped.
in a
Mhm.
parking lot at the mall at my old mall that I used to go to, and I went with my fingers, so I could get my
Really?
fingerprint.
The only like real LA influencer party I went to had a giant like a Monster Energy, not Monster. Yeah, like a Mountain Dew green wrap with, like, some other stuff, like, some logos and stuff. I don't know if it was, like, a branded car or something in the front yard, and you had to like walk past it to get into the. And then you went in the house, and there was a car parked inside the house, and you got to sign it. So I signed this random person's car. I don't even know. I don't know whose car it was, but they have Brie Goose signature written on it, and I literally think I wrote like Brie Goose was here, smiley face. So that was really exciting. Yeah.
What is like one internet celebrity that you wished you could meet them? And what would you say to them?
Internet celebrity? I can only pick one.
Yeah. Well, if it's a duo, that
Golly
is like known for being like a duo, you can pick them because I think they count as one.
I don't know. That's really difficult for me. Can I say that the two that are on my mind
Yeah.
is Conan Gray and
He's not like an
internet celebrity.
I would say he's a normal celebrity now.
Oh,
Not
I get what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
because he
And then
used
Aviva
to be an
Sophia. Okay, then
internet
Aviva Sophia because the Conan Gray was disqualified.
Oh.
And I would meet Aviva Sophia because she was like a really big inspiration for me. And honestly, the reason why I started posting on TikToks. And honestly, I genuinely don't think that if I did not find her account, that I would not have reached any success on. I don't think so. Because she was the blueprint for me as like a creator. And I used to wake up every morning and watch her streams as I got ready. She was getting ready and she was talking about content and things that were happening behind the scenes. So it helped me have like a better understanding of how things function and how creators meet each other or how they like interact in order to try to like grow their communities together and stuff like that. So she was like my biggest inspiration, and she was like on Twitch you can do this thing where it's like if I'm not live, these are my suggested accounts, and I think she's still on there so that if I'm offline and she's online, her live will show up on my channel account.
I don't know how Twitch works. I'm not in that realm of the earth.
We're gonna get him into it.
I mean, I'll do lives like if I ever like am in the presence of your lives, I'll do the lives.
Yeah.
Tap into the live. I love on TikTok when they say tap into the live. Guys, I see you watching.
We can multi-stream, but yeah, I definitely want to do.
I got access to live on TikTok for some reason.
Oh,
I don't even have 1,000 followers. I literally have like 20 followers, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to do live on TikTok?" And I was like, "I guess."
Well, that makes one of us. I'm not allowed to go live on TikTok. Literally every single time I do, I get banned.
I don't know. They were like,
it's really annoying.
Hey, we're picking you to try out the new like TikTok studio thing.
Yeah, I've had this historic problem. The reason why I started streaming on Twitch is because on TikTok I kept on getting banned for being underage. And that's why I'm like, I think that there is like certain amount of people that hate follow me or like I'm in some kind of Discord. Like before, I used to think I was crazy for thinking this, but I'm learning that this is a thing that does exist. Like people have like hate Discords and they put certain accounts and whenever they post, they all go to hate on it. I think that maybe this person came from that. I don't know.
If you did, please.
Because
literally come on the podcast, please.
I don't know if this is true, but I think that this comment was left after I reposted the YouTube video on
that is true.
My Discord.
Yeah. And
but I think I had hate followers and they would all come in and report me as being underage. And no matter how many times I showed my ID to TikTok, they would ban me. Like, because then I would appeal with ID and they're like, oh, okay, you're fine. But then I had too many strikes and I got a permaban. And so I started streaming on Twitch. And then when I went to TwitchCon, they had like a TikTok panel and I went. And I asked like the panelists about the issue with like because it's like a lot of people were having this issue. And then like a TikTok employee came up to me with like a special like lanyard and was like, use this QR code and like we'll get you in contact with like so you can have like your own partner.
Yeah.
And I tried and it wasn't like they weren't really reaching out to me and also my brain bad. And so I never kept up with them. And I never got it sorted out. And I tried to go live like a month ago and I got banned for being underage again. And it really it pissed me off so bad. And I was like, this year I'm really trying to be better about these things and like follow up and follow through because like I know people will help me if I keep bothering them enough to help me. But I gave up back like, oh my God, 4 years ago now was when I went to TwitchCon. So But I almost had like special TikTok privileges, but I just never followed through.
I want I want this year, my goal is to post at least 4 TikToks in a month, like each month.
Mhm.
And it
That's
can
such a good goal.
that's 1 a week.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying 4 is fine. And like I'm not saying like 4 like dance videos. I'm saying like 4 like produced TikToks. Like
High effort.
yeah, like edited
Mhm.
voiceover TikToks, 4. The dance ones, they don't count. Maybe if I'm feeling lazy, one can count as one dance video can count. But I'm trying to stick to 4 like, oh, I went shopping, here's what I did, or here's the like stores that I went to, whatever. Stuff like that. Or yeah. Uh
That's a really good goal.
my other goal is I don't really want to say this out loud because
Then don't.
I'm not gonna like stick to it, but maybe I should say it out loud. I want to post a YouTube video every other week because every week is
Ooh.
too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
With just like because that would be 2 videos a month, and that's I think enough to get you into. If you like post 3 videos in the last 90 days, that's enough to get you into like the creator thing.
Mhm.
But
You're right,
on
right,
like
right.
2 a month, I think will be fine because it keeps consistency. I don't know.
I like that a lot. Wait,
4
yeah.
4 TikToks, 2 YouTube videos. And I wanna post more on Instagram. I wanna start taking Instagram pictures. That's my, like, thing.
Yeah. I want
Uh,
to figure out Instagram. I've never figured out Instagram for
I don't
me.
think it's important to figure out. I'm just like, what I post, I'm like, "Oh, these are, like, the little videos that I, like, take on my phone." But, like,
Yeah.
when I went to the beach, I was just like, "I took these videos on my phone. Here it is."
I guess the
Um,
thing too is like right now Instagram is short form. Like that is the thing to figure out
yeah,
for growth. I mean,
yeah.
when I say I want to figure it out, I mean like I want to figure out the algorithm of it.
Oh.
Hack into the algorithm.
To me, Instagram is, like, the one that I'm like, "This will be, like, the personal one." Like, where
Yeah.
I just, like,
That's what yeah. I think
I
a lot of
use
people do it
it
like that.
I use it as if I use like other social
Yeah.
media or like a normal person uses social media, and then my
Yeah.
other accounts are gonna be the one which I need to stop reposting things on my TikTok account because I post like things that are like if I saw like someone that I follow on TikTok repost that stuff, I'd be like, "What are you doing?" So maybe I need to stop like maybe I need to have like a spam account where like I just have an
Yeah.
account. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those are really good goals. I like that. I'm also
I do have a
trying to
secret
do
TikTok
more.
account.
Oh, I feel like I have a secret, but it's not really a secret. Um, but yesterday the reason why I had to run home and I was like recording would be bad is because I was waiting for packages and one of them packages was a laptop. So I finally have a
Whoa.
laptop, but I did not have the brain capacity to go through the process of setting it up. So I haven't turned it on yet.
Right,
But
right.
I didn't know his touchscreen. I thought I like researched this, but then as soon as I got it, I was like, wait, do I even? But it's touchscreen and it has like this like wheel on the
Oh my god.
touchpad.
You just
Sorry,
knocked over his comment.
apologies.
They
Sorry.
them's comment. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm so sorry. Um, but yeah, I'm like super excited to use it. And like the purpose of it is for creatives and like stuff like that. So I'm really, really excited to get into editing. Like I was gonna say, like I think I need at least like the week to set it up and get like, all the apps and stuff on it the way that I need. But I'm excited to maybe take off the load of editing and maybe we can each edit like every other episode or something like that.
Yeah. Oh my god, we should put in the description edited by.
Yeah, yeah,
So you can tell us who edits better.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
have an edit off.
Edit off. So we're actually this is like weird, but like I was trying to like look into ways of measuring time.
Seconds, minutes,
Buttons,
hours.
buttons
Oh, the
perhaps.
buttons thing.
But it was around that time actually. But you know, one thing that people were saying was like, well,
I
there's
thought
a
you were
reason
meaning like
why.
literally like I'm trying to measure time. I'm like, girl, that's what time is.
Well, that's what I mean though, is like we say like these things, but it doesn't mean anything to me. So anyways, like I'm trying to like mark progression of time because I'm like really bad with that. And then you blink and the year is over kind of thing. And there's like I read a lot of things. I was reading a lot of things that were like, well, there's a reason why businesses do quarters. A
Yeah.
year is split a year into quarters. And I was like, well, that makes a lot of sense. And like I had my calendars up on my old apartment and I had the months organized by quarter. And I actually really liked that because like even for our podcast, like I had kind of set like quarterly goals, and like it helped me realistically envision like where should I be at. And for the first 3 months, for the pod at least, I had like just do the recording, like be regular and upload
Be
regularly.
regular.
Huh?
Be regular.
Be regular, like have a regularity, gain the confidence of like talking to the camera, talking to each other through the mic, like get confident in like scheduling stuff and whatever. And I feel like we weren't 100%, but I feel like that confidence is there. And that like think about like our first episode, like think about the unaired first episode, like where we're taking the quizzes
Oh yeah, that was
compared to where we are now.
nasty.
Like in this first quarter, like we've just grown so much in the sense of like learning how to output
I
and be
don't think I
comfortable
have
around
that anymore though. I think it's gone. I think it has like
No!
lost to the abyss. I'll have to check the SD card that I put stuff on when I was resetting my computer. 'Cause
Oh
I had
yeah,
an
that's
issue with my
right.
computer and I had to reset it.
Computer,
So I put like files on one of the SD cards that I
computer,
have.
make this guy bald.
Computer, reactivate hair
Hair
follicle
follicles.
growth.
Yeah.
Computer, literally what I'm trying to do with my hallway crush. Computer, make these guys gay and super horny. That's what I'm trying to do with my hallway crush.
But
Computer,
you're pointing at yourself and the guy.
yeah, computer, make these guys super gay and horny. I want him so bad. Like
I'm glad you have
it's
somebody like that.
becoming like it is like kind of swelling my body. Like
That's so exciting.
I'm like, oh my god, like it's getting to the point where I'm angry. Like at first I was like, no, hallway
Mm.
crush. Like this is like just giggleless. But now I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. Sometimes I miss having
that feels like earlier when we went
when we drank a sip of our energy, you drink a sip of the energy drink, we went.
And then people looked at it, they were like, what the hell
What
are
the
they
hell
doing?
are they doing? And it's great because it's like we all know each other. I'm gonna have to see them again tomorrow.
Literally, so like when you're drinking blood, how does that work? Do you put sugar in it?
I think I wouldn't put any sugar in blood. I think
Loki, we need to like.
I would think it would taste good on its own.
Are the vampires real? There's like I know there's people who think that they're vampires and they do drink blood, but I'm saying like.
Wait, didn't you say you had a friend who had a boyfriend who thought they were a vampire? Was that somebody else?
Someone else. That was not me. I would not be
Maybe
that person's friend no more.
That might have been a social media thing.
I would not be that person's friend no more. I'd be like, okay, you get away from me. Like, I don't play with that. When the vampires come to my house in The Sims, I say, go away.
Oh my god, now that I have a computer, I'm thinking about playing games again. And you said Sims, and it just reminded me, I have like 4 people that I'm supposed to recreate on The Sims that I have never done.
I love The Sims.
I think like Burley and Phoenix and Doug.
I need to get.
There's this guy named Doug, sorry, in my community, and he's like a faceless guy.
Doug.
Like his name is Doug. He's like one of my mods, and he's really chill. And I've talked to him a couple times in voice chat, but for the most part, he's voiceless and faceless. He just types.
He's in the abyss.
Yeah, the abyss. I think that he might have redeemed, like, make me as a sim, and I'm like, now how am I supposed to do that?
You just make like, you can make like mannequin sims that are like literally like featureless. Like,
yeah,
you do that, and they're like, oh, this is you.
This is you.
No, I love The Sims. I love like playing. Like, I will play like. I keep telling myself every time I get on there, I'm like, okay, I gotta do a wacky like one because I'm like, it needs to be crazy or something. And then I get on there and I play like the most normal household ever. And then like one
We should
day
play games together.
we'll have to be like in the we should do that. We were in the same like room and we do like maybe we should do a series.
Yeah, a
We'll do
gaming
that.
series.
I want to do the Sims gaming series, and then that will have to be wacky. Like,
Yeah, we can be silly with
we
it.
can add people. I really want to add Luigi Mangione into mine. He's on my DS that I left in America. He is on my Tomodachi Life island, along with like
What? What? I
dude
think we
Ted
have
Kaczynski.
what is that called? What is it called? Like when people are like serial killers.
What?
There's like a name for people who like criminals and like serial killers.
No, no, that's movies. I was gonna say cinephile.
Cinephile. There's like I forgot the word. But that's
Uh,
you, because why are you obsessed with
no, okay, Luigi Mangione.
No, yes.
I think a lot of people
I
understand that one.
am
Ted
patiently
Kaczynski, though, I like his process of going to get his point across. I don't agree with his ideas, though. His ideas,
Bro would be a Kira follower.
his
This is a Kira lover right
ideas.
here.
He was onto something. He was onto something. I don't like the way that he went about
I
proving his
don't know
point.
much about him, to be honest.
He was low-key onto something, Burby. He was saying, internet is gonna make us, or like the technology is gonna like ruin us basically and make us more divided as a country. And he was low-key onto something, but you didn't have to go start people about it. Like you could have just said that. You could have released a book.
Yeah.
Which he ended up releasing a book.
Nice.
Which I want. It's like his manifesto, basically. Like they published his
Interesting.
manifesto.
Very
I want to read
interesting.
it because I'm like, I want to know like what was he writing.
Oh,
I think that he added more to it after, like because like he would do interviews and stuff. I think like the person who was writing it for him, like he added more into it.
that's very
But if you, there is like a alleged like account from Luigi Mangione where it's like his Goodreads account, and he like
Oh yeah,
read
yeah.
Ted Kaczynski's like manifesto and rated it like a 4 out of 5 stars. And someone joked like, good, but I could do better.
Yeah,
Like,
that's funny.
um,
Well, talking about books and books you want to read, do you have any quick media rucks to finish out this episode?
I pre-ordered a book and I feel very uncle about it. Like I feel very and old. Like I've never pre-ordered a book before, and it is called John of John by Douglas Stewart. His other book, Freaking Young Mungo, put me into a spiral. That book's crazy. And I haven't. His other book, Shuggy Bane or whatever, that's a giant book. I can't get through it. It's too much. I would say that he did better on like not making things so drawn out in his second book. I'm excited to see because it kind of have you heard of like the John and John like dilemma in writing? When you write a gay couple that are both named John, how do you write that? Because if you said he kissed him, who is he and who is
Which
him?
one's he and which one?
Yeah, and if both of them their names are
What
John,
about their last names are also the same?
I don't know. But it's like how do you write that without being like without saying he or like something because it's like both male.
John A. John B.
But like how do you write it well? How do you write like a good
Yeah.
without being like getting the point across of who did something? Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
That's interesting. Yeah, that's
It's
interesting
just like a
thought.
writing. It's like a writing paradox. It's like I think it's
Yeah.
like the John of John paradox, or like the John and John paradox. Basically being like when you write like a gay couple, how do you differentiate them while also not like being like character name did this, because that gets like repetitive or it just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Um,
That's like a really interesting question because like I wonder if that's what influenced because I know Alice Oseman when he was when they were talking about writing Heartstopper, it was one of those things where they said all of their written work before Heartstopper was like novels and books, right? But they were like when it came to this telling the story about Nick and Charlie, it made more sense for it to be a graphic novel, which is why they made it a graphic novel. I wonder if that
maybe
had
that
any
played
part of
into
that
it.
because they were going to say like there were saying it for their story, it makes more sense to show, not tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I think it's like an interesting writing thing, and I think that's what it's about because it is called John of John, and he usually writes gay things. So I think it's like I think it is like that. I think that's where like the
Yeah.
inspiration came from, like that paradox. I haven't read it yet because it's not out yet. The like critics copies have gone out, and I thought about signing up to like be a book critic. Like I wanna be a book critic. I don't know
Ooh.
like the qualifications that you need to do that. I don't know. Like I think some people do it casually. Like I know my aunt does it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she will critique book. Like she gets books early from. She gets books early from like authors she likes, and she critiques them and like sends back her critique basically.
That's really cool.
Um, I might ask her how she does it because I
Yeah.
think that'd be fun. Because I have been wanting like a task to do that's like
Yeah, if you're interested too, there's somebody in my class they do the job where they like watch Netflix shows and do critique of that.
that actually sounds like the worst thing ever.
I know because it's Netflix.
Yeah.
But
I
I
don't
know
wanna
I
work for Netflix.
but I it's just a thing where it's like it would be interesting to learn how they got there because then maybe the same procedures can be taken for
Yeah,
any
yeah, yeah,
other
yeah.
for other yeah.
I think you get paid for it. I don't know if it's like I don't know if my aunt gets paid for it. I think she just does it because she wants to
Yeah.
read the books early, and she wants to, like, be in on the process be in on the process,
It
but
feels
I
like a
think you
fun
can get paid for it.
yeah, yeah. It
Um,
feels like a good thing to if you're interested in that to do while you're in school.
yeah, and it's also, like, I wanna be or I wanna, like, get better at writing, so I think maybe critiquing someone else's writing and then being like, "Oh, what w" like, looking at, like, a piece of literature and being like, "Why doesn't this work?" or "Why does this work?"
Yeah.
Maybe I won't be, like, that good at it at the beginning, but, you get better every day.
I feel the same way because I was literally thinking like I do want to learn how to be a better writer and I want to do that like for we have like a one club that I've been doing a lot and then Trenton has been like joining in on is like a
I've done a
magazine
single thing.
newsletter. Yeah, but like you know what's up and you kind of we might move forward with continuing to be a part of this club. And I'm like I wanted to for next semester and such
After.
I had thought that I wanted to be a writer, and maybe I would if I find something I genuinely care about writing. But I was like, you know what? I'm honestly more interested in being an editor, and I feel it's like this dichotomy where I feel like I should be a good writer to be an editor. Like I feel like I should be a writer first before I'm an editor. But at the same time, like in my current magazine class, like I feel like I'm much more better at reading somebody's work and like I love hearing people's opinions. So I think I do better reading and then trying to give opinions about like asking like, oh, I wish I understood this more because I need more context or something like that. I feel like I'd be good for that. Oh, we got 10 minutes. For my media,
Oh, I had a
um,
quick thing to say about that.
okay.
But I was gonna say film critics, they don't make movies. They
No,
critique movies. That is their job.
that's good. That's
So
good.
it's not like you
Good
need to be
perspective.
you need to be an amazing filmmaker to critique movies. You could just be a movie watcher. And oh my god, if you have a letterbox, that doesn't mean you're a film critic. Get out of the letterbox comments doing 4-paragraph essays about how this movie didn't work because you're wrong. That movie was enjoyable.
Period.
Um yeah,
But
just
also
because the
I
angle was
think it's really
weird.
exciting when people have opinions to share in general. Sometimes it's hard for me to even care enough to have an opinion at all. So I don't know. Um
My media, hey, the worst man you ever know asking a question in class. Hey, hey, thinking of you by Katy Perry. Um, be be like a woman by Rainbow. Last name is Rainbow. Can't remember the first name. And then I don't know.
that's okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say my media rec would be if you haven't seen Death Note before, I think you should watch the anime or read the manga. I want to read the manga. Um the other media rec is YouTube. Um Ludwig and Michael Reeves' Tip to Tip China series has started. We're on the day 3 has just released as of today. So if you're looking for daily uploads of two guys on motorcycles trying to get from the southernmost tip of China to the
Two
northernmost tip,
guys on a hot tub.
it's just like a fun daily check-in, and it's also like it's so fun because it's like language is so important in the world and they cannot speak Mandarin fluently, and also there are so many different dialects of Mandarin or Chinese that exists in China that it's like it's really interesting to just see people go out there and just try to give it their all but kind of fail at like everything. So those are my 2 media recs. Those are the things I've been enjoying. So yeah, thank you so much.
One more media rec.
Oh, yep.
Ditto by New Jeans.
Oh, of course. New Jeans never dies.
That's all.
Stay in the middle. Hey, wait, you should outro the cut this out. We should outro the episode with like a little clip of it. Oh, I guess we might get like copyright stricken. Oh, by who? Who's even working there anymore? Anyways.
I know Korean companies that don't play about their copyright.
Yeah, okay.
But thank you for watching our podcast.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching episode 9.
My friend told me I sound exactly like what kind of blink is this? Okay, never mind.
What kind of blink are you? Leave it down in the comments below.
If you have another hate comment, let us know.
It's becoming a different accent.
Yeah, guys. Thank you for watching. And,
thanks, guys.
All
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.